I have only one witness. I call Alec McIntyre to the stand.
Why is he only calling the android?
Do you see anybody chomping at the bit to give Alec a character reference?
Do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Be seated.
Alec, we're here in part because Jamal Wilson is suing to terminate your parental rights. Exactly how long have you known that you were Jamal's biological father?
5 months. Not long.
Mm-hmm. And how did you find that out?
Tom Cuddy, he told me. To his credit, he felt that I deserved to know that Jamal was mine.
How did you take the news?
At first, I thought it was a bad joke. You've heard that Jamal and I didn't get off to the best start. He stole my watch. He destroyed some corporate proxies, almost sandbagged my career in the process. No, if I were choosing a kid, you know the routine. Mr. McIntyre, good news is you have a son. The bad news is it's Jamal Wilson.
Have your feelings toward Jamal changed since then?
180 degrees. I could not possibly be more proud that he is my son.
I see we haven't touched our spinach.
No, we am not into food fondling. Thank you very much.
And what's wrong with the soft-boiled egg?
You have to ask.
Mr. Martin, you're not going to get well on a diet of wisecracks, let me tell you. I'm going to send in the dietitian.
You do, and I'll send her out again wearing the slop. Who cooks this stuff anyway? The Marquis de Sade? I did not survive a tornado, only to succumb slowly to nausea. So you take this tray of ready-made garbage out in the hall and do...
Tad!
He's all yours.
I don't believe my ears.
What?
You were about to tell Miss Harris to take your lunch tray and do something X-rated with it.
Well, what can I say? There's something about paying hundreds of dollars a day for strained spinach and underboiled potatoes that brings out the animal in me.
It's not the food that's bothering you. It's that fight you had with Dell. Well, why don't you tell me what's eating you?
You wanted to see me?
Well, indeed I do, Dell. Just the man I've been waiting for. We've been having a family roundtable, a spirited debate about writers and their work.
Sweetheart, I'll understand if you have to go to the hospital.
No, I have some time.
Well, I don't, so how about we just cut to the chase here?
Well, a bottom line man, all right. The bottom line. We took a poll. What book wouldn't you be caught dead reading by the poolside this summer? Hands down vote for trash masterpiece was The Myth of Erica Kane, A Daughter's Own Story, written by Kendall Hart and Del Henry.
No. No. Anton, you can't do this. Please don't leave.
I'm not leaving. You are.
I have no place to go.
Oh, try the pine cone. You and Dal can start a sequel to that trash you wrote about Erica.
I made a mistake. I'm sorry. I never should have trusted Dell. How was I to know he was going to change everything I
Save
said?
it, Kendall. Save it.
Anton, please. Without you, I have nothing.
Well, you
no
should have
one.
thought of that before. Get up. Get off this property and out of my life.
All My Children, brought to you by Aspirin-Free Excedrin PM, the nighttime headache medicine.
How did you find the time? Oh, easy, yeah. You lied. All those errands you ran, all that overtime you put in for Dimitri, How are you going to explain not being here for the book tour? Long lines at the supermarket?
I enjoyed deceiving you.
You never even gave it a thought.
I love you.
Ha! That's the biggest lie of all. You remember our late night talks? I told you some things. Real personal things. Things I never confided to another living soul.
Promised you were always going to take care of me.
And you swore that you forget about your revenge on Erica. That was the past, remember? I was supposed to be your future.
You still are. We can get it back the way it was.
The way it was. The way it was. More of your lies about loving each other, about trusting each other. You never really had any intention of getting back together with me. You used me. The same way you used Dimitri. The same way you use everyone. What are you waiting for? We're through. Get out!
Oh, don't do this. Don't make me go.
Why should I let you stay?
Because the book wasn't my idea. It was Dal's from first page to last page. It was his revenge, not mine.
You know, they say first impressions can be misleading. But in your case, they were dead on.
Yeah, I'm a low-down, dirty mercenary who preys on his victims for fun and profit.
Plus, you're a liar. You gave me your word at the beach, remember, Del? What happened? The royalties get to you? A little beach house, maybe? A couple hundred pairs of snakeskin boots?
Come on, Edmund, give the guy a break. He was probably going to donate every cent to his favorite charity, the Del Hunkle Slush Fund.
The money will be put to good use. I can promise you that.
Your promises are as good as the paper that your book's written on.
Oh, you think it's nasty now? You should have seen Kendall's first draft. It had everything but Erica skywriting on a broomstick. I toned down Kendall's ravens, shaped it into some semblance of a balanced portrait.
We're supposed to thank him now for upgrading from pure fiction to trash.
Look, Erica's lived her life in the public eye. The book was going to get written with or without me.
Now, is that supposed to be an excuse?
Look, this book is going to hit big, make a big splash fast, and be forgotten. Erica is smart enough to know that there is no such thing as bad publicity. And in the long run, we'll all profit. And there is nothing wrong with that.
Wow.
Unless you have something against the great American dream.
Don't try to make it sound like a patriotic thing to do.
I don't have any illusions about myself or the book. It's not Pulitzer Prize material, but it's what the public wants.
Well, the public is going to be disappointed, Del. You see, Edmund and I have enough clout to make sure that Kendall's hatchet job never sees print. My attorneys will block publication. The myth of Erica, a daughter's own story, is on the literary scrap heap.
You hear that, Del? Forget the book signing gigs, the late night talk shows, canceled. I warned you what would happen if you wrote about my family. You show no respect. You're not gonna get rich off this schlock, Del. You're gonna make nothing. No fame. No fortune. You want a quick million, you try robbing a bank.
You know, things must be pretty bad if you won't tell me what is bothering you.
Dixie, I almost died. And lying around in a place like this all day gives a guy a lot of time to think. And lately, I've come to the realization that, God forbid, if anything happened, I just wouldn't want to go on alone without you. I mean, think about it. You and I, after everything we've been through separately and together, finally got the chance to stand up before God, family, and friends and pledge the rest of our lives to each other. Went out of the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the night. My boyhood home lands on my head, and the next thing I know, I'm auditioning to sing second tenor in the All Angels Celestial Boys Choir and softball team.
But you're alive.
Yeah. Because of you. Look, sweetheart, never mind. All I'm trying to say is I'm just sick and tired of disasters and maniacs. I want the chance to just enjoy all the wonderful things that you and I have together. I want to be left alone, to live with you, to love you.
The last time that I checked, you still have 7 out of your 9 lives left. You compare that to my 1, and, well, you're doing pretty good. But together, I'd say that well, that we could live to a nice, ripe old age together. And all we have to do now is enjoy our lives now.
Well, okay. We are happy now. I, for one, intend to keep it that way.
Mr. McIntyre, you've admitted that your initial reaction to finding out that Jamal was your son was less than enthusiastic. What was Jamal's feeling toward you?
I guess about like Tokyo felt about Godzilla. I think that Jamal would have been very pleased if his dear old dad had taken a flying leap off a short pier wearing cement overshoes.
But yet, despite the animosity between you, you still decided to pursue your parental rights?
Yeah. He was mine. I was entitled to him. That is really the way I felt in the beginning. And I wasn't going to stop until I got him.
And even though Jamal wanted nothing to do with you, you still pursued
Oh,
him?
no, absolutely. That actually just sort of upped the ante. Gave me more to prove.
Prove to you? Prove to Jamal?
Prove to Janine, his mother. I treated her very badly while she was alive. And I felt that I owed it to her memory to try to make up for some of the damage that I had caused by taking responsibility for our son. And please don't mistake this for any nobility on my part, because it wasn't. It was just guilt.
Guilt?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. First time that Jamal looked at me when he knew who I was. You've never seen this much hate in your life. I never had the courage to face his mother while she was alive, so she never had the opportunity to tell me what a cold, selfish pig I was. But Jamal got that chance, and he used it. He got right in my face, and he stayed in my face, and he kept reminding me about how I had let her down, and how I was way too little, way too late to make any difference in his life or in hers. And he was half right, because I can't do anything about Janine. But nobody will ever convince me that it's too late for me and my son. See, Jamal, he's right. I did. I tried to buy him. And he made me realize that I could buy the entire inventory of Sports World and gift wrap it and deliver it to him, and he wouldn't care. I could establish a trust fund for him, so he'd be set for life, and it wouldn't make any difference. As the one thing that he wanted was something that I couldn't give him. He wanted his mother back. And I couldn't do that. So in the end, all I had to offer him was me.
And is that when things started to change between you?
No, not really. Because even though the state had recognized my parental rights, I still felt like I had to fight half the town to get 5 minutes alone with him. And like 5 minutes of quality time, where he wasn't giving me the silent treatment, or I didn't feel like I had to bolt the door to keep him with me. But I don't know. I guess something did happen, because during the brief time that we did spend together, I started to see him not as a tug of war between the Cuddihees and me, or as some kind of bridge to his mother, but as a person, as his own person. And, I mean, when he looked at me, the hate was still there and the fear was still there. But, I mean, you got to understand, this is a kid that has been disappointed by so many people so many times. But Something was different. When I looked at him, I saw myself when I was that age. And something about that, I saw him. That was when I saw him. And that's when I stopped feeling guilty. And I started loving him. I admire him for standing by the Cuddihees. I really do. And I respect him for being willing to take me on. You know, let me tell you, when the world tries to push this kid, he pushes back. And if we don't like it, that's too bad. That's the way I was when I was his age.
And how do you intend to earn your son's admiration and respect?
I will be the first one to admit. These people, the Cuddihees, are a very difficult act to follow. But I think that I deserve the chance to try. And I honestly do believe that he can learn from my experience. I think he can. Believe it or not, I think I've picked up a few lessons along the way that I can share with him. Like, don't be afraid to say that you made a mistake. And don't ever let anybody talk you out of your dreams. It's okay to listen to your critics, but don't assume that they're right. When you think you're right, you stick to your guns. Learn to give people a second chance. Some of them even need a third. Try to be somebody's hero. And then, this is harder, try to be your own. That's one that I'm still working on. And look, I know that this sounds very old-fashioned, but I really believe that fathers and mothers live on in their children. I believe that. And I think if we do it right, we pass to them the best of our heritage. Because I honestly believe that Jamal is the best of me. And I intend to live up to his standard. I intend to be the father that he deserves. And with all due respect, I have to tell you, I'm not going to give up on my son. If this court decides to give Jamal to Tom and Livia, well, then I'll just look at this as a first at bat. And I will keep trying. I will use every resource at my disposal to keep fighting for him because I honestly believe that he belongs with me. So I'll see you all in the Supreme Court, if that's what it takes. And I won't stop there.
Like when I was living out in Napa and had no idea of who I really was, I always felt like something important was missing. Like I was homesick, except I didn't know what for. And thanks to a miracle, I finally get my memory back. I got a lot more than I bargained for. 2 lives for the price of 1. I got me back and I got you. Got to come home. Anyway, now my point is, heaven forbid if anything ever happened to you, you take my life with you. Now, is it so much to ask to want to live out the rest of my life happily with a woman that holds my future in her hands?
Ted, nobody knows what the future holds for us, all right? We just have to have faith that everything's going to work out the way it's supposed to.
What if faith isn't enough? I like our life the way it is now. You, me, Jamie, and Junior, that's it. Sure, we'll shove over, when the baby comes, but that's all. I don't want anyone or anything crashing down on our lives ever again.
Now, let me see if I got this straight. The Merrick brothers huffed and puffed and threatened to blow Barrington House down if they went to press with our book.
No grass growing under you, Uncle.
Hey, will you ever hear of the First Amendment? Not to mention my right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of the great American greenback. Kendall and I could pull down $1 million with this sale.
Well, what good's money if it all goes to legal expenses?
For most publishers, freedom of the press, Dell, stops just short of a libel suit they're sure to lose.
You see, legal proceedings take time, Del. You could be tied up in court for years.
Now, a miracle could happen, Del. Maybe when the dust settles, you could have just enough money to scrape together a little gold-plated shuffleboard stick, but I don't think that's a future for a fast-track guy like you.
I'll take my chances.
You know, Del, you don't have to. I'm ready to make you an offer. A lump sum that will fatten your bank account without hurting Erica.
You're bluffing.
I want this issue dead and buried, and to that end, I'm prepared to buy your book outright. Let's just agree on a sum, shall we?
We only talked once, twice, that's it.
Oh, Dal got a whole book out of 2 casual conversations? Don't insult me, Kendall. You're Erica's daughter. You're the one with an axe to grind. Well, you're the one with all the facts at your fingertips, not Dal.
He forced me to do it.
He forced you to go to New York with him?
Yes.
Did he hold you at gunpoint?
Do you understand? Dell used my name to sell the book. He was desperate for the money. He told me that if I didn't go to New York with him, that he was going to go to Dimitri and tell him that I wrote the book.
Then why didn't you come to me?
Because I was scared. Because I knew that I talked too much about Erica. I knew that you would be furious at me. I don't blame you for not believing me. It was stupid. I don't know how I let Dell use me like that. But I should have come to you. You're the first person to love me for me alone. Faults and all, and I love you more than anything. I don't think that I can live without you. I don't expect you to forgive me right away, okay? Just tell me that there's still a chance for us. I am begging you, at the bottom of my soul, please.
This is not a death sentence, but in the case of spreading cancer, time is of the essence.
A fight for her life.
I don't want to lose her, Dad.
Neither do I. A test of her will.
I'm not going to die.
General Hospital, here on ABC Daytime.
Did I come in on something?
Just your son climbing the walls. Is there any chance of shipping him out before he goes absolutely out of his mind?
Oh, I think we might spring him soon. As long as there's no more scuffling out on the sun porch.
Well, I should go back to work. You and me are going to be fine.
Yeah, I'll hold that thought.
You better. See you, Joe.
Well, what's on your mind?
What do you mean?
Let's say you've got more than just a case of hospital blues.
Let me ask you a question. Guy's desperate for an organ transplant. He can't get one. What are his options?
Hold it right there. Now, your liver was damaged, but you're making a complete recovery. There's going to be no need for organ transplant.
It's Dell. He needs a kidney and he wants one at Dixie's.
You'd buy this book just to keep it off the market?
And to avoid never-ending litigation. One phone call, you'll have a certified check in your hand. Shall we open negotiations?
Not so fast.
Why stall, Del? Aren't you in it just for the money? Or do you want fame also? What do you want, be booked on Oprah? Yeah, I could see that happening. I could see you holding Kendall's hand, offering her a handkerchief, prompting her wounded inner child to smear Erica on national television.
That's not what I'm after. You want a deal? Let's deal.
Name your price.
$1 million in cold hard cash up front.
$1 million for a book that's going to the trash heap? What are you, out of your mind? You're nothing but a greedy, filthy, sleazy
Edmund, stop it! Leave him alone. Anton, please just give me one last chance.
You've used up all your chances, Kendall. Go find someone else to dump on.
What will happen to you then?
Oh, I'll survive.
You're gonna be all alone. Nobody cares about you like I do.
Not true.
Don't think Dimitri's going to be the one to take care of you, because he doesn't even respect you enough to tell you the truth.
Oh, but you do.
I lied because I love you. He lies because he's hiding something from you.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Listen to me. There is some deep, dark secret floating around Wildwood, and it involves you. Dimitri knows what it is, and so does Corvina. Something horrible about you that they don't want you to know. Aren't you even the least bit curious to know what it is?
Stay tuned. All My Children will return here on ABC.
You're lying again. There is no secret.
Dimitri and your sister had an affair.
You're out of your mind.
Ask him. He finally admitted to me what I had suspected all along. He and Corvina were lovers back in Hungary.
Why would Dimitri want to confide in you?
Because I'd already guessed the truth.
I asked Dimitri about Corvina point blank that night at Nexus, and he denied it.
He lied. Do you remember that night that Dell came to dinner and Dimitri called me into his study? Well, he told me, and he made me promise that I would never tell you. But I couldn't keep that from you because I love you too much.
Well, you took your time about it, didn't you? This is incredible.
Do you remember that night? That night that I came down from the house and you tore into me because I was spying on Dimitri and Corvina. So Dimitri was in Corvina's room and she was crying. And you bought their cover story and you read me the riot act. It turns out there was more going on behind closed doors than Dimitri cares to admit. Your trusted mentor only tells you the truth when it's convenient for him. Why do you think that he really brought Corvina here from Hungary? Did you know he's getting her a green card?
He didn't tell me.
Must have slipped his mind. Anton, I made a big mistake trusting Dell. And I made an even bigger one by not telling you. But I'm sick and tired of being treated like the black sheep of this family. I'm no saint, but neither are the Merricks. Who knows how many other secrets they have floating around Wildwind? Maybe it's about time you realize that out of everyone in this world, we can only count on each other.
What do you... Dell's a louse here. I mean, am I out of bounds because I call him like I see him?
No, I'm sorry, honey. It's just that there's so much going on here. I can't take the tension anymore.
Along with everything else, Uncle, your timing stinks.
I think Maria has more in her mind than our three-way free-for-all here. In case you've forgotten, her sister's still missing.
What are you giving me, sensitivity lessons? Listen, Maria is my wife. Don't you dare start on me right now.
Please. Maria, just bear with us so we can wrap this up. Now, no publisher is going to give you $1 million up front. I'm prepared to make you a counteroffer.
Well, the worst I can do is say no.
Would you say no to $250,000? $250,000 should satisfy whatever appetite you care to indulge.
Yeah. Set you up comfortably in another state.
Do we have a deal?
I guess I can live with it.
Good. I'll have my attorneys draw up a paper barring you from selling this manuscript or any other on the same subject with or without Kendall's collaboration.
I'll sign anything so long as I get my money. And the sooner the better.
I'll have my accountant issue a check first thing in the morning. Is that soon enough?
Fine. Have a nice day. Gentlemen.
Corvina, welcome to the celebration.
Kendall is packing her bags.
I think Anton's taking care of that as we speak. What I want at this moment is to celebrate with our very best bottle of champagne. We are finally rid of Kendall.
It is a celebration.
I just wish we could have had Kendall's claws removed from Anton without him getting so hurt.
Anton is young. Somehow he'll get over it. Think what would happen if he married her. I got the champagne.
Maybe I was over the top. And I'm sorry. I could have been more sensitive because I know it hurts if somebody used to care for it turns out to be a slime.
Honey, what if you're wrong? What if you're wrong? What if he really isn't greedy? What if he has a good reason for needing that money?
Such as?
Maybe Dixie will say no.
Oh, come on, Dad. You know, Dixie, she can't channel surf past a telethon without making a donation. Well, she'll probably give him the kidney and a 90-day warranty. I just got to figure out how to stop her. I don't know how.
Yeah. Now, look, ultimately, it is Dixie's decision. Besides, anyway, you should know most donors live out their lives in good health, no complications.
Yeah, well, that's just it. The words are most donors. There's no guarantee that Dixie won't be one of the ones that doesn't snap back. We both want a new baby. Marie just got finished telling me that any pregnancy after donating a kidney is considered high risk.
Yes, that's true.
All right, well, then you tell me, after all he's done to set this thing up, why I should sacrifice my wife's health or my family's future for him. Dell's got to have other options besides Dixie or the kidney registry. Now, Dad, I know this sounds crazy, but there's a black market in this country for everything from diamonds to babies. What about organs? I mean, people sell their own blood, right?
Yes, I understand that kidneys are sometimes brokered for sale.
Well, then obviously that's got to be our answer. I just have to figure out where the hell to go to buy one.
Dad, you can't just go out and buy a kidney the way you buy a new tire. Besides, it's unethical.
Ethical? You tell me how ethical it is for a total stranger to blow in from out of town with every intention of harvesting my wife for body parts. I'm going to find that jerk a kidney even if I have to hire a grave digger to do it.
Okay, let's not go overboard. Let's try and be rational about this.
That's what I've got you for. Dad, I'm desperate. I can't think of any other way. I need help. Who do I reach out to? Who do I call?
I have no idea. Anyway, you've got to discuss it with Dixie first. Lay out the options for her.
That's just it. There is no other option.
Well, all right,
this
calm
is the
down.
option.
Calm down.
Calm down. How calm would you be if, heaven forbid, you had to make my choices? Would you give somebody your best bedside manner if they walked up to you and they said they wanted one of Mom's vital organs? Let us not forget we're dealing with the most important person in my life here.
Should my ears be burning?
Well, I think I'm going to turn your husband over to you once again. I have rounds to make. I'll see you later.
Guess I was right. You were talking about me.
Of course I was talking about you. Who else would I be talking about? Next to my boys, you're the most important person in the world to me.
Did Dell tell you why he's so desperate for cash?
Why would he confide in me?
Well, before the tornado hit, Dixie told me that you two had a summit, a true meeting of the minds, and it's possible that he shared his finances with you. Maria, what does he need with all that cash?
Corvina! Yes, you have impeccable taste.
Yes, Dell and I did have a chat, honey, but the subject of money never came up.
Everyone, grab a glass. Kay.
Yeah? Okay, Maria?
A toast to Kendall's Waterloo. Never have so many given so much. Bring the little witch to her knees. I like that so much. I'm going to say it again. Bring that little witch to her knees.
Here, here.
The issue here is Jamal's right to have a say in determining his own future. Now, for us adults, we take that right for granted. But it's a whole nother thing for a young man who's bounced from house to house like a hot potato his whole life. When you have endured in your short 13 years as much misery as most people have endured in their whole life, you start to ask questions. What about me? When do I get my shot? When do I get my break? Don't I have a right to be happy the way everybody else does? Now, Jamal has asked these questions millions of times in his life. Nobody's listened until the Cudahy's. The Cudahy's have had a hand in giving Jamal a voice. Your Honor, Jamal has had no say in his past. But in this court today, he can have a say about his future. His decided biology is not his destiny decided. His destiny is what he chooses for himself. And he chooses to call Tom and Livia Mom and Dad. One kid, one vote. It's that simple.
Your Honor, I too was severely moved by Alec McIntyre's testimony. His passion and his eloquence were undeniable. To give Mr. Dillon his due, children do have rights, inalienable rights, to the best that life has to offer. But despite Jamal's obvious intelligence, can any child really know what's best for him? On what basis would the state allow Jamal to divorce his father in order to live with the Cudahy's? Isn't that a bit like getting everything you want on your Christmas list? That video game that you can't live without one day, tomorrow is collecting dust on the shelf. Needs change. Now, Jamal's wish list today is for a room of his own, nice clothes, a healthy, loving environment, something which until recently he has never experienced. Jamal trusts the Cudahy's. He knows that they can give him that. So can his father. But the day will come when Jamal will feel the need to experience something a little bit deeper than a lifestyle. He's going to have questions about his past, about his roots. However good-hearted the Cudahy's are, they are not going to have the equipment to help Jamal to discover who he is. Jamal's journey of discovery starts and ends with his father. Your Honor, this is a turning point for Jamal Wilson. After a lifetime of dead ends, false starts, wrong turns, Jamal and Alec now have the opportunity to explore the road not taken. Let this court sanction their passage. Allow them to discover each other as nature intended, as a father and a son. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Logan. The court will be in recess while I make my decision.
All right.
Way to go, Dad.
Did real good, Uncle Portia.
Thanks, but that Logan wasn't too shabby.
No, you did a nice job, Trevor. Very nice job.
Well, you made it. You're in the home stretch.
Yeah, well, I'll be there cheering Jamal across the finish line.
Thank you. Thank you all. You have no idea how much your love and support has helped us and Jamal.
And where is Jamal anyway?
Ben, do I have any chance here?
Oh, you've better than a chance. It is my educated opinion that Jamal's divorce petition will be denied. This time next week, you're going to have your son home with you, where he belongs.
What are you thinking?
That this bed reclines to a possible 35 positions, and we have only explored one.
You are incorrigible.
Au contraire, I am completely corrigible. And I am completely at your disposal.
Oh, don't you tempt me. It is my most fervent wish to be with child.
You know what they say. Your wish is my...
Going down. First floor, baby beds, baby buggies, baby bonnets.
Oh, baby, 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 baby. Honey, just careful.
Hey, Kendall Hart. Never darken our doorway again.
I drink to that.
Put your glasses down.
Anton? Kendall.
Forget Kendall, I won't answer. What's the big secret you've been keeping about me? Tell me, or so help me, I will make you tell.
Is Max on the road to recovery, or will he revert to his gambling ways? Find out on One Life to Live next.
Max gambled Luna's love away. It took a tragedy for him to realize what he'd lost.
This is your addiction, and it's going to have to be your recovery.
I'm turning back now, in or out.
One Life to Live here on ABC Daytime.